There's some guys you have to make sure that you have to contest at the three-point line. Dante's starting.
We'll catch you up here on the starting lineups as Bob and Kalena with you. It's 5. Wendell Carter Jr. and Paolo Banchero, who the #1 pick of the draft, is kind of amazing as Carter finishes inside.
The defense is focused on you, and you have to make plays and score it. It's not easy to do.
1 of 2 from the line. The 1-year Duke and drafted #1 overall. Wiggins kicking out. Draymond his second 3 attempt and cashes that one in. Wiggins for 3. Welcome back. Jordan Poole. Good look from deep and around and out. Javon Looney rebounding. We've seen that all throughout the homestand. DiVincenzo for 3.
Out of that split action, found the cutter, made the defense rotate.
Banchero, you think that's like LeBron size.
You got to help earlier if DiVincenzo is on him.
Last 4 games against the Warriors, 22-13, 14-12, 19-8, 14-9. Lamb answers with a 3. You always say break the paint. The Warriors have taken 10 shots. They're all 3s. And here's our first 2-point attempt, and it's a layup. It's fun. Iguodala is out there. Second oldest player in the league, and he just turned it over.
He never saw Markelle Fultz.
Fultz to Banchero down the lane.
Coming off those handoffs, flying all over the court.
Lamb again. Why not? 4 for 4. Broke their franchise record the other night with 59 threes attempted. Banchero show and go, got all the way to the rim. Markelle Fultz didn't finish, but he did knock it away from Draymond. Poole got it back. Lamb's ahead of everybody. What a smart play to just stop. Cole Anthony setting up Banchero. He drops into 3. Wow. The Wagner brothers set a screen that set up Terrence Ross, and he buries a 3. So instead of 3 Lamb free throws, it's a 3 made the other way. Jalen Suggs handling. He was the hero for the Magic against the Warriors in Florida. Suggs right to the rim.
The help was on the other side. You got to force him to that screen.
The steal.
It's the Wagner takeover.
It is. Franz Wagner dropping in the 3. He's a really good player, by the way. Wiggins, then knocked away.
They got some momentum now.
Suggs, he will flip it in and draw the foul on Ty Jerome. And just all the experience that it takes in the league.
It's the little things that become big things, especially in close games.
Ty Jerome, little floater. Ty Jerome was on Andre Iguodala's podcast. Really interesting. His dad was high school coach in New York. As Wagner putting it in and drawing the foul. And Jordan Poole, time to set his feet. That screen by Draymond Green. Cole Anthony setting up Suggs. Jalen Suggs missing that 3. Long rebound to Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony right down the lane. And just the Warriors' inattention to rebounding the ball is killing them right now. 70 is the NBA record for 3s attempted in the game. That was by Houston in 2019. Warriors throw it away. And Ross gets the lay-in.
One thing they like about Franz Wagner, he can carry the load while Banchero's out.
Anthony Lamb continues to have a night. 5 of 8 on 3s. This is where Banchero, right before halftime, he talked about it, Kalena. Who's going to have the lead? And
they guard the 3 ball well, too. The Magic, too. So you have to think about your shot selection.
Banchero. So the layup and the 3 by the #1 pick overall.
Went to the tornado. We haven't seen him do that much.
But where would he be without Lamb tonight? Banchero got the shooter's roll on that 3.
Well, you could tell Draymond knew exactly where he wanted to get to, and he still made it.
Lamb to the rim. Lamb laying it in. He'll have a free throw to equal his career high. He's down 3. Harris denied. Rebound loose. DiVincenzo sending Poole on his way. He's got to beat Wagner, and he does! so worried about the contact, he didn't make the shot.
I love Poole working defensively, though, that ball pressure at half court.
Franz Wagner for three. But then the points off turnovers, 11-5 favoring Orlando. That's not as good. Andrew Wiggins, he opens the second half with the three. But the talent level we're seeing in the NBA, it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Markelle Fultz with one-handed passes. Gets stolen in the NBA all the time. And Franz Wagner makes you pay with the three.
They're shooting the three ball more than ever, so the floor is spread, tougher to defend. I think the better players in the league, their usage rating is through the roof as Jordan Poole knocks down a three.
Carter hit one. Draymond said, you're not going to take his second one. Carter rolling and finishes. 4-on-5. Now Caban into the front court.
These passes.
Okay. The one-hand pass has got to go away.
That's hand one.
That'll be the field goal and the foul. Iguodala's at the top of that. Fultz right down the lane to lay it in.
That was nice. They screened the zone. They screened that middle man.
Mooney tapped it back to Anthony. In on the shot blocker to put it up and in.
They're feeling pretty good right now. You got to stop this momentum somehow.
Keep expanding on their biggest lead of the night. Draymond. Anthony had hit 1-3 and he hits another one.
I just had a bad feeling about that one.
Perfectly set up for the two possessions to end the quarter. But you got to get one up. And PBJ three right on time. Down 10, heading into the fourth. Our Toyota game summary. Three-point shooting by the Magic, a lot like the Pistons the other night. And this time, Franz Wagner all the way to the rim.
Involved in the action, came off that handoff with a lot of speed. Think about
Lamb, Wiggins, DiVincenzo, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Ty Jerome. PBJ lasers another three, his third of the night.
They start out the game shooting the three ball well. You've seen how they are much better when it comes to guarding the three ball as Wagner gets inside.
Plenty of time left, but the vibe really in the whole second half has been all Orlando. Wiggins, an elbow jumper. He's got 12.
Or mid-post.
Wagner. That's the other Wagner. So Franz to Mo, and he drops in the three.
Well, that's the main thing. If you can get in the paint anytime you want, defenders are going to be behind a lot of time. In recovery mode, you should be able to draw fouls.
Well, Anthony, he has been excellent off the bench tonight with 12. DiVincenzo rattles home that three. Do you have a push? Franz Wagner. Wow, what a game he has had. DiVincenzo made one, he hit another one.
Jordan Poole got up there.
And the shot clock doesn't start, and the 8-second clock doesn't start until you pick up the ball. Cole Anthony right to the rim. The points in the paint.
Well, Banchero's back in. He just announced that with a monster rebound.
Cole Anthony, he's been spectacular tonight. This was a chance to really get something going, and the Warriors will have likely let it slip away. Wow. And unlike the Detroit game, as Franz Wagner lays that in, this is just Orlando just outplaying the Warriors.
They've executed really well. That was a Franz Wagner back screen. Then he just flashed, found the opening.
Poole getting inside.
Talk about finding an opening.
Likely road trip and a trip to the White House, too.
There you go.
On January 17th. Missing a three. Mooney tipped it up and in. But the Warriors 37% shooting. The Magic 52 points in the paint. And a rough one for the Dubs.